Hey guys, Colby here. Welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video. This day we have my friend Darth Micro over here in the channel. What's up, man? We both got matching t-shirts on. Totally by accident, by the way. We're literally on the other sides of the planet and we managed to do this.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how that happened. We have the same shirt somehow.
Especially on the day through the collab. So I wanted to show you this today because you are an expert, I would say, in trying out mobile games and finding games where you can spend a ton of money on.
I mean,
And
that's free than wasting money on mobile games. Yeah.
Raid is a big part of that. I mean, I spend my big share of money on this game, and I want to say, guys, that a big company out there that you might know, you might have played games already, has tried to dip its toe into the gacha system, into how the increased spending goes, and trying your luck in improving your characters, and just putting in money every single week, trying to make your team the best possible. And that company is Blizzard, Activision Blizzard. So Darth, I bet
the best company, the best ethical, most moral. I love them.
Look, aside from everything that's happening in that kind of part of controversy with Activision Blizzard,
Every gaming company right now.
Yeah, their games in the past, at least, like I want to say 10-15 years ago, I don't know if you played Warcraft 3 at all, or any other Blizzard games. I loved those games, okay? And one of them is Hearthstone. Hearthstone is not a new game by any means, okay? So I'll show you exactly what I mean and how it relates to Raid Shadow Legends. So when this mode was announced on Hearthstone, the community of Hearthstone said that this would have been the Raid Shadow Legends part in Hearthstone. So everybody was making fun of it because this would have been like Raid Shadow Legends, but if made by Blizzard, okay? It's called Mercenaries.
I heard about it. I don't know what it was, but I had like 3 or 4 people tell me about it. I mean, like, because I heard that same line about it. They added Raid Shadow Legends in Hearthstone from like a dozen people, dude. So I've got to see this. You're telling me right now that they added Gacha to an already way too expensive card game?
That's exactly right. Okay, so they've added this. So it's Hearthstone. This is the original format. You go in, you play with you collect your cards. There's ranked modes, whatever. Okay, there's Battlegrounds, which is a more recent addition to the game. It's still kind of in the same aspect of
a card
Hearthstone.
game, yeah.
And then there's Mercenaries, which is very, very different because then you have specific heroes. Okay, I'll show you exactly what I mean because I did play a good share of this mode just because there was all that hype of, okay, what is this and how it relates to Raid. Okay, so this is like, I guess,
yeah, you're killing me with the suspense here. I've got to see.
I guess this you would say this is the main screen that you have. Like, you have Raid and you have the main screen, and then you select each part and you do different stuff. Here is your collection. Okay, the collection, it looks like the cards that you would already have in Hearthstone, but you see this level 30 here? This is the maximum level at the moment for each hero. These are heroes. These are not the cards that you would imagine. So each hero can go all the way to level 30. You level them up through playing either PvP or the campaign. And when you do level them up, they unlock extra abilities. So it's not just a card which attacks depending on its text underneath it, okay? It has 3 different skills, and then 3 different equipment types which you can equip to your card at any time of the day.
All right, where's the money? How are they making money off of us?
I'll get to that in right a second. So you see the number underneath this, 1,240. Okay, yes. These are the I guess you'd say fragments you would need for this specific hero in order to upgrade their skills or their equipment levels. So these levels go all the way to level 5, and you need I mean, for from 3 to 4 you need 150. So let's say upgrade this, it goes boom, it upgrades, and then if you want to take it even further,
congratulations, coldbrew, by the way.
Yeah, I just did that. Okay,
congrats.
And this is where the money spending comes into play, and this is where the Hearthstone veterans were like, okay, this is getting too much. Let's go into the shop. And this shop has seen some changes. So you got your proper mercenary packs, which you get.
All right, let's see you spend some money right now, coldbrew. Let's go. I mean, you got to spend money to make money, right? I mean,
You gotta spend.
The
I am
big
not
boy. You got
spending
all the way in.
any money in this game, but you can
Oh,
get
okay.
60 packs with 70 euro, which is how much is that?
But can you? I
85,
mean, we need an
90.
example. Am I right? Leave a comment right now if you think coldbrew should spend all of his money in a pack opening.
I'd rather buy voids and try my luck
Yeah,
there.
no kidding.
All right. This is one part of the spending. Then you have this, which gives you a guaranteed legendary, because there's legendaries and epics in here. And then you have right out, okay, buy this legendary for 15 euros. So I would say $20 for one legendary. And there's, I think there's at least 20 legendaries in the game right now. And this gives you nothing, by the way. If you just buy this, this means nothing. You still need to either grind for hours in order to max this out. And I mean,
so do these heroes only work in mercenary mode, or can you
yes,
take
this
them
is
in the rest of the game?
it's a separate game all by itself to Hearthstone. So what,
Why? Okay, so my
whatever
question is,
you
why
had
would you even do
collected so
this?
far, yeah. So whatever you had collected so far, it means nothing.
Why
So
would you even do this? I mean, this just seems like a really
just so you
terrible version
experience
of
this
like
new
a
mode,
different game.
and I'll show you how this new mode is, just so you see the similarities with Raid, because there's blue, red, green again here in terms of powers. You can actually buy, just straight up buy
Okay,
those
let's
coins
see
that I
it.
showed you before. You can just straight up buy them with 5 euro. This is for an epic
Oh God. Okay.
mercenary.
All right. You're killing me here, Cobra. Okay, I got to see the combat something because this just seems trash. I mean, so far
Let's
this
just
just seems like there's
let's
no
see
reason to do
let's
this.
see the combat. I'll take you through PvE, because PvP might take
PvE. Yeah,
some
I'm a
time.
PvE guy.
Yeah, it might take some time to load up because of just trying to find a an
They're
enemy.
not.
So
They're not hooking me in. I'm going to be honest. I'm not
not
seeing
hooking
much
you
of
in.
a hook
Okay,
yet. Not hooking me in.
let's just go with this setup that I have ready. Okay, this is
Okay.
the PvE. Each of these nodes. You see this blue? This is the blue affinity. It means it might have the majority of enemies as blue affinity, and
So
it's
does red beat blue then?
no, it's exactly the opposite of red.
Okay.
So blue
Green
beats
beats
red.
blue.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
So blue beats red, green beats blue, and
Can't copyright claim us, Plarium. We're the opposite.
I mean, if you think about it, Pokemon was the same thing, right? Yeah, you had Squirtle who would beat Charmander. Charmander would beat Bulbasaur, and Bulbasaur would beat.
Fair enough. But I mean, okay, so here's the thing. This just still looks like Hearthstone. You still have cards in your hand. You have to buy a
Wait,
whole new deck and then replay like a crappy version of
no. You,
Hearthstone.
you put down your hero. So you see this hero is green, so he's gonna beat the one in the middle. He's gonna do double damage to a hero like that. Okay, you put in your heroes. It looks kind of the same thing as Hearthstone would in terms of the
Yeah.
animations and everything. It doesn't look that different. So I'm putting down this. This is like a proper synergy team here.
Okay.
And then once you do finish off the setup, then it's your skills, and the skills also have a speed number to them. But for the time being, the speed that 4 that you see there is how fast the ability will be cast. So the lower the number, the better the chance for you to go first with your skill.
That's cool and all, but you know, my problem with this is I look at this and I realize they're using the clunky mechanics of Hearthstone to make a really shitty Gacha game. It's like you have to go through the Hearthstone mechanics that the only thing they have set up already in the game in order to play a kind of version of of a Gacha game. Like, why would you ever want to do this instead of
I think they
literally in the
did
other
this
game?
in order for them to dip both their toes into the Gacha genre and see, okay, can we make our Hearthstone core audience spend money as the Gacha audience does when they go into a game? So when they go in there and just keep on buying packs after packs in order to fully upgrade their characters. So you see here, they have different abilities. So each ability will need to be fully maxed out for it to have its maximum potential. And then
Get why Blizzard would do it. I would understand why Blizzard would do it for the money, but I don't understand why anyone would play this game.
I think it's the players who already like Hearthstone, and then they try to make more money out of them because it's totally different to what they have as their collection of cards already. So it doesn't matter if you've been playing for 10 years, you can go in the mercenaries right now and just start from scratch.
So
And
how
then
bad are they hurting over there though? Because like if they're having to go into a Gacha mechanic for the Hearthstone community, the exodus that's happening in WoW right now must actually be financially hurting them a little bit.
I don't know the financials behind it, but I definitely see that they made a plan for this, because you need thousands of these coins to fully max out one hero, and you
So
get another
bad though.
benefit if you fully max them out. So if you max out all their skills and all their equipment, okay, so all their equipment, all their skills here is maxed out. If this is maxed out, then the hero actually gets a little bit extra stats, and then there's no dupe system yet. So they got the
But
same
they're
thing with raid. There's no dupe system
it's
yet in
so
the game.
bad though. It's so bad because like the more I look at it, it's like, but in the other games like Raid and all that, you can at least somewhat connect with your hero. Like these are cards. Like these aren't even like heroes. It's like here's a card, and then we're gonna pretend that it's like a 3D model that's fighting each other. It's like no, it's literally just a card hitting. This
It
right
would have
here. Do you
been
guys
way
remember
better.
mud games? Like way back in the day, mud games,
No.
like the ones you would write, multi-user dungeons from. This is like we went backwards in technology 20 years to try to make a Gacha game. I don't understand. Maybe I'm being way too pessimistic, but this just doesn't look remotely fun. Like it doesn't look fun remotely, and I played Hearthstone since the beta.
Um, I see it as their way to get more money out of the Hearthstone audience, and and them also making another new version of it. What I don't like is how much deep into monetization everything is. Like they made a shop literally like a month in, not even a month in, just straight up selling the coins that you need to max out a hero. There's no guarantee for you which coins you're gonna get. There's the price tag behind it, and I think it's maybe signs of the big companies like Blizzard dipping their toes into these gacha games and then saying, okay, is this worth it? Should we develop something bigger than this? So I think that's what they're doing.
I I just think if they're going to test that, and I agree with you, that's probably what they're doing. I just think it's a terrible test because they just made a really shitty game, and it's like, no, yeah, obviously this is not going to be the best thing in the world because they made a really ugly game. Like it's why would anyone want an RPG game that looks like cards? Like the whole cool thing about cards is the complicated like chess thing and the deck building and all that. It's not about the gacha system and all. I mean, maybe if you're like actually physically opening packs and stuff, but in Hearthstone, like it's about the deck building and what you're doing in terms of PvP. It has nothing to do with like whatever this shop mechanic is right here, and
Yeah.
then trying to do I don't know. This just seems like something I would not be interested in remotely. It does it because of the visualness alone. It's not like why would you want to level up and be super excited by your cards? There's nothing to be excited about there. Like you can't.
I
They're
mean,
not
there's the
like
PvP
heroes.
aspect of it. I mean, people can get excited about just competing with others, and if they do enjoy this kind of visuals, which is the Hearthstone card visuals, then that's it. I mean, they don't need to be attracted by anything else, by any other fancy kind of looking mechanics. And that's
But
what
wouldn't they just
Hearthstone
play
looks.
Hearthstone then?
And then also there was like a ton of backlash from the community about the bugs within this game, because it released and there were still like bugs. There were even just the wording of some of the cards and their skills were was wrong. There were extra words in it, extra letters, so it was not at 100% ready. And then they released it just because I guess they wanted to get this out, wanted to see if money was gonna be spent, and then wanted to see if it's
Hmm.
worth for more money to be put into this. I think that's where they were going with it.
I understand their logic. Just seems very half-assed. Just
To be
very
honest, I
unappealing.
enjoyed the game for the first week, maybe 10 days that it was out, and then I got totally
Oh,
bored
really?
with it. You can definitely max out your heroes by just farming, but the way that you farm is you farm the same stage over and over and over again, and you get those coins totally random, by the way. And as I said, you need thousands for each hero.
Yeah,
And
no, that's dumb.
obviously, the spenders can get just buy a million packs and get all of the coins and fully upgrade their heroes. They still need to level up the hero through just leveling, and they still need to farm the specific quests for the equipment. But
I guess I'm never gonna understand this one because it just feels like they took their game and then just made a worse version of it. And I don't understand why I would ever want to do that because it's like I would rather just do the arena, like get random cards, fight against people, see how far I can go. Like, why would I ever want to do this over that? I don't understand. There's still cards. It's still like PvP if that's what I want to do, and it seems like a worse pay to win, way shittier, non-skilled version of PvP anyway. So if I was a PvP guy, why would I want to do this? And if I'm a PvE guy, why would I want to do this anyway? Like it doesn't because you're
yeah,
grading the same thing over and over. This seems like this no, this is designed for nobody. Is what I don't understand.
yeah, I don't see how a non-Hearthstone player would get into this game. And because I was a Hearthstone player, I didn't mind everything that within the game and the quest system and everything. But I was a Hearthstone player, not for too long. And then this mode was out, and I immediately saw how the monetization went, and I immediately thought, okay, raid, gacha games, maxing out a character, equipment, leveling them up, and then I bet that within a month, the next month, they're gonna start putting in more cards so that there's that endless chase of, even if you have your full heroes maxed out, you're gonna reach a point where every single couple of weeks you're gonna have more and more, and you need to be chasing them over and over. And the meta, obviously, for the competitive side will be changing too, as gachas do. Maybe not raid. Maybe raid doesn't change the meta so often, but other gachas like Seven Deadly Sins definitely did. At least when I was playing that game.
It I think I agree with you that they're testing, and it seems to me like they're conditioning their audience for a different game. Like it seems to me like something where it's their conditioning Gacha and all that, because that's something that's new to Blizzard. So if they slowly eke it into their ecosystem, and then by the time Diablo Immortal hits and all that with microtransactions, come out with another game, because
Yeah.
Blizzard's always never really been super heavy with microtransactions that aren't cosmetic wise. So I guess this is one way to like slowly condition Blizzard fanboys into accepting that. And over time, they can probably release something that's more in the cadence of monetization with games these days, like,
Yeah,
gacha
I think
games
it's
in
more of the
particular.
Activision part which kind of influenced the changes into Blizzard and all its games. Because Activision has Call of Duty, and Call of Duty now has,
It's
if I'm
true.
not mistaken, like a ton of gacha mechanics in it, within not within the
They,
gameplay, but at least with the
right,
weapons,
but
I
with
think.
You're correct. I mean, I've played the Call of Duty mobile at least, and there's absolutely tons of, I mean, gosh, mechanics, and there are bot skins and stuff in the game just because I thought they look cool.
Yeah, I'm totally hoping. Ooh, engine chart. All right. One time.
Oh, first one of the month. Let's go. One time, no whammies. Oh wait, hold on. Let me call Warlord.
Well, it's engine, so Draco. I will be.
Draco,
Oh man, it's a
Chandler, Blood Painter.
blood painter. All right, that failed.
Well, I was hoping, but not as good as it could have been.
So Darth, what do you
Yes,
think? Who's gonna be the next big name company to come up with a gacha game? Do you think it's gonna be
come
Blizzard?
up with a gacha game. The next big company. No, I think Blizzard. I think Blizzard is decaying, to be honest. And I honestly, if I had to put money on, I'd probably Riot Games. If I had to guess.
Right, games. They do have some games into their plans. I think. Well, we did have what was it called? Wild Rift, but that wasn't gacha. It's just League of Legends on mobile.
Correct.
Then
They
they
have
had their
well,
FPS one. I don't know about that.
yeah, they got Valorant and all that. But I think that I think that they are expanding fairly quickly. I mean, they got fighting games coming out and stuff too. And I think they're trying to move like beyond League, so they would probably come out with one. If they're not going to be the first one, there's always Seven Knights 2 that's coming out that looks sort of good. I don't know if you've seen the trailers of that one, but it looks all right.
No, no. So yeah, I think big companies are gonna delve into the to this gacha genre, and I think I hope there's competitors for Raid, because that will mean that Raid needs to pick up their act.
Well, there's actually one competitor I think that's like the main competitor for Raid right now, in my personal opinion. And if you haven't heard of it or you haven't tried it yet, you got to because it's easily the best game other than Raid. Have you heard of it?
Which one?
Dragon Champions using code Darth Micro Gift when you get into the game. That's right. Dragon Champions. Download with code Darth Micro Gift. Walked right
Guys,
into it.
disregard what you just heard because there's an even better promo code out there for Dragon Champions. It's cold brew, one word. You get $10 worth of freebies when you download the game and use my promo code.
Don't listen to him. Blasphemy.
Right, Darth. Thanks a lot for coming over. Oh, by the way, we have a collab over on his channel, so check that out too.
We do. It's already out. It's there already.
See ya, guys.
Bye.